Hello, Sagittarius. Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead, Saggies. How are you? I hope you're well. Thanks so much for clicking here. I am here to do these oracles. We're going to look at those and get some overall energies for the week ahead. Sag, that's how I read. It's always for the week ahead. So no matter when you get this, today, tomorrow, next year, it could resonate then if it doesn't resonate now. Thank you for showing up here, by the way. Welcome to the shenanigans. If you've never been here before, thanks for trying this out. And I'm always reading for the week ahead if you've never been here before. If you've come back, because you always do, thanks for being the ride or die, Sag. I appreciate you, my fire fam. My fire family. Let's find out what's going on for you. At the end of this video, of course, as usual, I'm going to talk about the extended, where you can find it, and I will talk about private reads as well and what is on sale. Tell me about Sagittarius. Okay, there we go. Journey by Moonlight. It says here, believe in magic. I feel like something good is about to happen for you, but I feel like you've been wandering around in the dark to find it. It feels like you've been sort of wandering about in the dark, and it's been a journey by moonlight, right? And so it feels like you don't necessarily see what's up ahead, but you've been trusting. You've been trusting old Luna there. You've been trusting the universe to take you to the right place. Full moon, right? As you get this, it's probably going to be early in the morning on this Sunday, and that's when the full moon in Pisces is the eclipse energy, right? The full lunar eclipse in Pisces. So believe in magic, friend, because I think something's about to change through this eclipse season. There we go. We've got a spiritual union happening here. For some of you, that might be the case. Now, the spiritual union, right, is two people over the Ace of Cups. And so it does feel like there is a bond, an emotional bond between two people here, but also a psychic bond. You can see that their foreheads are touching here. So it feels like I want you to believe in magic, or universe is saying, please believe in the magic, because I feel like somebody here is about to come into spiritual union, whether you know this person or not. Feels like you're going to be able to come into spiritual union. Tell me more about Sagittarius, please. Tell me about Sag. Tell me about Sag. We've got be peace. It doesn't say be at peace. It says to be peace. I think someone thinks that you are their peace. There's somebody here that I believe that feels that you are their peace, that they are at peace when they're with you. Got card number 21, which is a 3, but we've got a couple of 2s. 2s are decisions, but they're also balance. Tell me more. Just one more card here for you. We've got wisdom, manifestation on the bottom of the deck. So bottom of the deck for me is always anything that's past next week. So this is the week ahead. Anything that's past that throughout the September is the bottom of the deck. So wisdom says knowledge gained through experiences or from a wise counselor. I feel like somebody here might be in counseling, possibly, is trying to find their peace, trying to find out how to be peace. Let's look at the bottom of the deck here. We've got the narrow pathway. So tread thoughtfully, pay attention, be in the present moment, and just be careful. I'm going to say the narrow pathway is narrow for a reason, because it really wants you to focus on where you're going. And so I feel like it says tread thoughtfully because you're supposed to be paying attention right now to the path that you're on. And when I say that, I mean like you're supposed to be living in the moment. So stop being distracted from the past or what hasn't happened yet in the future, and just be in the moment, hour by hour by hour with yourself. We've got stand your ground. And the next part of the bottom of the deck, we've got embrace the in-between. So I feel like right now you're in the in-between, Sag. And it can sometimes be an uncomfortable place to be, being in the in-between, because there's not really much going on there. You haven't quite left an old cycle, and you're still waiting for the new cycle to begin. The new cycle is right next to us here, because we are in the full moon, which is the end of a chapter, releasing things, getting rid of things. But because we're in eclipse energy, I think that something is going to happen that is without your control. It's not within your control, and I feel like it's going to be magical. It feels like something that you've manifested is likely to show up, And I feel that the universe is telling you to be at peace with that. That instead of chasing rainbows, chasing whatever it is that you want, chasing the moon, I feel like you are supposed to stand your ground and know that staying in the present moment is the wisdom that you need to be in peace while you're waiting for the in-between. Got card number 26, which is an 8. 8 is about the self. I feel like it's you that's in the in-between. It says embrace the in-between. Flamingos are fun, right? And they're fun and silly, and that's usually what they're portrayed. And it feels like this embrace the in-between is saying that it's time for you to be free. Like maybe it's a bird, right? It's a flightless bird, but I don't know. Are they flightless? I think that they are. But it's time for you to be free. We have overcoming obstacles. I think that you need to wait for some sort of obstacle to pass before you take some sort of a leap of faith. We've got 2 and 1 is 3. We've got 3 here. So I feel like you're at the midst of an obstacle. I feel like you're sort of right on the precipice of an obstacle here. And it's saying that you need to embrace the in-between while we're trying to remove the obstacle for you. Tell me what else is going on with Sag. Let's get to tarot. Tell me about Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Sag. Tell me about Sag. Okay, so whenever something happens in a reading, it's never coincidence. And so I'm always paying attention in the present moment to things that are going on. This card just sort of fell off the top, right? It's probably because I'm banging on the table. You guys know that I do. But this is selenite, and it's cleaning the cards while it's sitting on it. But I'm interested. Like Charlie said, but what card is that? So let's take a look. What is it? Whew, it's healing. Okay, so I feel like somebody here is, oh, okay, yes. So pay attention to synchronicities, because this was a synchronicity just now, and that there is healing going on. So I feel like that's why you might be in the in-between. Either you're healing or your manifestation is healing. So it feels like your manifestation could be a person. This is the law of attraction. Thoughts become things. So whatever it is or whoever it is that you're thinking about, maybe you're thinking about getting accepted to your favorite university. Maybe you are thinking about your favorite person or somebody that you're in love with, or that job you've wanted forever. I feel like your manifestation is about to show up here and confirm whatever wisdom you have. Tell me about the journey by moonlight. It feels like you've been journeying in the dark, all alone, by yourself, meeting people along the way. That's what our life is, right? We're journeying, meeting people along the way. And I think you're supposed to believe in magic, because I think there's a magical spiritual union coming up here. Oh boy, look at that. Neat. Sag. The Wheel of Fortune just showed up. Believe in magic, because change is here, and so is your destiny. It's time for the wheel to move. It's time for the wheel to take you to your next, the next part of your journey here. We've got the 5 of Cups. I think you've been sad about somebody here. I think that you've been missing someone is what it feels like. We've got the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. Be at peace as your foundation crumbles. This 3 of Pentacles being in the reverse is giving me the energy of something that you had built is on a false foundation. Something isn't as it seems. Be at peace while the 3 of Pentacles is in the reverse. Just listening now. I feel like love is showing up here. The dove is here, right? Doves are about peace, but they can be about love as well. It feels like there's some sort of foundation that's currently crumbling, and that might be why you're in the in-between. Tell me what wisdom says here. To have the wisdom to know that something here is showing up that is very stable, very secure. Something has been moving toward you very slowly. This pentacle is being added to the 3 to give you stability, and I think somebody's bringing in a pentacle here. Let's talk about this Wheel of Fortune. Sorry, Charlie's in my ear. I'm just sort of repeating what he's telling me. Tell me about the wheel, please. Tell me what's changing here. Believe in magic, my friend, because your journey by moonlight is about to end. It feels like you're about to be enlightened in some type of way. Tell me about the wheel. We've got the King of Wands. Someone is inspired for change. We've got the 3 of Wands. And we've got the Queen of Swords. So I feel like there is somebody here who is being inspired to change direction, change themselves. It feels like destiny is here and the King of Wands is listening. So you could be the King of Wands, feminine or masculine. We're in a general reading, so it is all 3, right? Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. We have the 3 of Wands. It feels like the wheel is pushing you forward into the future, into expansion, and you're trying to make sense of it. The Queen of Swords is here trying to make things literal, head over heart. Right? I just want to make sense of it. I just want the details. Can you give me the details without the emotion? I just want to know what's going on here. But the sword is pointing at the moon. Like, feels like somebody is going to say something. It feels like we're going to break the silence or cut through the dark or cut through the illusion. It's like we couldn't really see the situation for what it was. But what's coming up in the future here, I feel could be a conversation, clarity, honesty, truth. And I feel like you're supposed to believe in magic, because I think that there's somebody here that you've been waiting to speak with, or that you haven't spoken with. Tell me what this 5 of Cups is here. Queen of Swords and the 3 of Wands. There's communication or conversation or truth and honesty coming up in the future, in the very near future. I'm going to say for some of you, it's going to be the week ahead. For others of you, it might be in 3 or 4 weeks, because wands are weeks for me. We've got the 2 of Swords. We've got the Hierophant. And the King of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles is in the reverse. Something has stopped in its tracks. It feels like there is a decision that someone is making. I don't necessarily think that it's you. It feels like you've been waiting on a manifestation, Sag. And it feels like somebody here has to make a decision about what to do next. The Hierophant it feels like commitment. And it feels like someone here has been stalling or blocking making a decision about a commitment that is dead in the water. The Knight of Pentacles is in the reverse. And when the Knight of Pentacles is in the reverse, nothing's moving. There's no growth here. We're not moving, we're not growing, we're not analyzing, we're not reassessing. Everything is just stopped. And so this spiritual union is sort of taking on a different connotation than I thought that it would, because the 5 of Cups is here with the 2 of Swords. Somebody's about to make a decision, a really hard decision, that they feel is going to bring sadness to the people around them. So maybe the person that they're making the decision about, the person that they're in a commitment with, the commitment is dead. Like, it feels like we're just not interested in the commitment anymore, or this person is not interested in the commitment. We could be talking about a fire sign. We could be talking about Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, or Leo. We could be talking about another Sagittarius, because there is a foundation that is crumbling. Look, I thought that we were talking about you, but I don't think we are. I think you're supposed to be at peace while the foundation is crumbling, because somebody here, their relationship is breaking up. There's going to be truth that is spoken to you in the future, because somebody is their commitment is breaking down. It's dead. It's done. It feels like the Knight of Pentacles has stopped, where nothing is growing here. I don't understand it anymore. There's nothing here to understand. Tell me what the 3 of Pentacles is in the reverse. What? Okay. The Tower. Wow. Okay. Well, I don't know if you're dealing with an Aries, maybe a Taurus, Virgo, a Capricorn, fixed sign possibly, but the Emperor is here. And the Emperor is all the kings, and the kings are the fixed signs. And the Tower is here. there's a shift that's happening, a very big shift, a lifetime shift, in fact. The Emperor has made a decision, is making a decision, and it's crumbling the foundation that the Emperor was standing on. The Tower is here, shifting the Emperor. I don't think the Emperor is you. I think the Emperor is somebody else who's possibly an Aries, or a Scorpio, a Taurus, an Aquarius, or a Leo. It feels like that the Emperor's empire might be crumbling, or whatever foundation the Emperor built is crumbling. And now the Emperor is at the top of the castle surveying the land. I feel like this person wants adventure. They want passion. They weren't getting what they wanted in the place that they were, in the commitment that they were in. So it does feel like somebody here is at the crossroads of their life, and that they're about to make a decision about a foundation that is crumbling. The Emperor never wants to be seen as someone who's going to lose. I feel like the Emperor is experiencing a tower. Something is majorly shifting in this Emperor's life. Tell me about this Queen of Pentacles. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles. We've got the Seven of Pentacles. We've got the Page of Wands. And we've got the Ten of Cups. Knowledge gained through experiences from a wise counselor. Someone here is being counseled about their finances, the finances they worked really hard for to build. It feels like there is somebody here who is realizing that there is another path. Maybe they followed the path they were on because they thought it was the only path. I do feel like somebody here is getting advice from a wise counselor about the Queen of Pentacles, about the stability, the money, the house, the car. The Seven of Pentacles is like, I'm throwing my seeds of intention another way. I'm intending to move out of here. I'm intending to move in a different direction. And so, with this Six Pentacles in the tree, that somebody's being breadcrumbed and one pentacle on the ground, somebody needs to pick that up and decide what they're going to do with it. I feel like somebody here is wanting to invest in happiness. I feel like the Emperor here is experiencing a tower. You're going to get some sort of communication because their commitment is done. Sadness here, regret. Somebody picked the wrong one. Let's take a look at these three cards. Look, we're going to go into the extended and we're going to clarify more. We're going to ask what the conversation is about. Whose relationship is this? We're going to talk about the Emperor and this shift and what they're experiencing here. And I feel like there's communication coming because the Page of Wands is here. It feels like the communication is coming because somebody wants to invest in happiness. These are the investments, right? Somebody wants to be happy, not just wealthy. And that's why you're in the in-between. So listen, if you're in a situation here where nothing seems to be moving, and no matter who you get into a relationship with, it's like, never mind, that didn't work out. No matter, it's like you keep hitting brick walls. I think it's because there is somebody here who could be an Emperor, and I feel like that person is on their way out of their commitment, and they are your manifestation. Tell me what these three cards are going to bring. We're going to put down these three cards and then we're going to go into the extended. And in the extended, like I said, we will clarify this. We will talk about what is going on here, what the advice is here. And if you want to come with us to the extended, please look at the top of the comments area. There is a pinned comment. It has all the information you need. If you want to purchase this outright, you can do that. Or you can go to the membership area where all of the extendeds for all of the signs are available. Also, I'm offering private reads. So if you're interested in a pre-recorded private read or you're interested in a live private read, please take the link to Hypsee, look at my pricing, my timetable as well, and you will get a discount simply for booking in advance, but you get between 5 and 75% off a call with me live, so a video call or a phone call. All right, we've got the Six of Wands and we've got the Two of Cups, we've got the Five of Pentacles. Look, that kind of says what it says. Seems to me here that someone is leaving a commitment, like they're leaving the commitment, they're leaving a bond. Somebody's put the other person on the outside looking in here because somebody wants victory in a bond with somebody else, or the Two of Cups is here, right? The Six of Wands, somebody is somebody who I feel this Emperor is somebody who's been through a lot of trauma or a lot of hardship, or they've come out of a dark night of the soul. The Six of Wands, the person is on their high horse here, but they're coming back home and being celebrated because they've come back from the war or come back from the fight. So I feel like whatever it was a bit of a chore or a fight for the Emperor. So I feel like somebody's been put out, honestly, or the Emperor is looking at breaking bonds with someone. Bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Pentacles, but you don't know about it. The Emperor's not telling anybody about it because the Emperor is trying to figure out what's going on. There's confusion here about the Queen of Cups. This person could be the mother of their children or the father of their children. The High Priestess, we're all staying quiet about it for now. You might be hearing something in the future. We're going to go into the extended. We're going to talk about all of this. We're going to clarify everything. So if you want to come into the extended, that's where we'll be. But if this is where we part ways, that's cool. That's fine, because I will be back, because I'm always back. You guys take care of yourselves, and I will be back. And have a wonderful weekend. Thanks. Bye-bye.